Well,
Hey!
hi-ho, everybody.
What's going on?
Welcome to our Letters from Home AMA. That stands for anything.
Or in this case, us. Hey, ask us anything.
Yes, you can ask us anything you'd like. Today is specifically about our Letters from Home 50 States tour. We are so excited about this tour. I can't stand it.
And by the way, all of these comments you're seeing over here are coming up in real time, and we can respond to you. See, it's Tom from Florida.
Hello,
Tom.
Nice to see you, Tom.
Thanks for checking out our show 3 times, Kay. It's good to have you here. Thanks for being here.
So
How
excited.
y'all feeling tonight? This is like a nice casual event, so let's just keep it easy and fun, shall we?
That's right. Well, for those of you who might be joining us for the first time, because we do have some new folks out there, we are Letters from Home, and we are USO-inspired singing and tap dancing duo.
That means there's 2 of us, and
Yeah.
we're all here to count for.
Exactly. We love to perform all over the country. We do shows at different places. This is a show that we just did on our cruise ship, actually, that we were working on.
Thank you, Carrie.
Thanks. You look great too, Carrie. It's good to see you here. We perform for veterans, active military heroes, and their families across the country and across the world. This is a picture of us actually at the 75th anniversary of D-Day over in Normandy, France. This is a picture of us in Belgium with World War II veterans that were in the Battle of the Bulge. And we just love performing all across the country. And we've been doing it for a long time now. Letters from Home actually started 12 years ago.
Wow, but who's counting?
I am.
Oh.
So an Ask Me Anything means you can ask us any question you'd like, and we will answer.
We're required by law. We've already got some questions coming in. I know a lot of these are going to be, where are you at what time? We're going to be in Minnesota in February. Is that right? We got a schedule pulled up over here, and we'll let you know on the
Friday, March 24th, actually, at the Pantages Theater, we are going to be
which is
in
a
Minnesota.
historic venue. So I'm excited to perform at the Pantages because growing up in Minnesota, I've seen a lot of shows at the Pantages, and it's going to be cool to be on that stage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where are you playing in Franklin, Tennessee?
Franklin, Tennessee is going to be an amazing venue. That is the Performing Arts Center, and it's with the Old Glory chapter of the National Daughters of the Revolution. So it's going to be a really, really big event, which
Thanks
will
for
be really
the
fun.
tech tip there, Kevin. I
Ooh.
appreciate you letting us know if anything ever seems strange. I don't have any monitors, so
That's true.
you are my ears.
Hello, hey,
Bruce.
Nice to see you, Bruce, one of our favorite Marines joining us. Well, you guys, we've been performing all over the place, but what we are excited about is this 50 States tour is actually going to take place from January through May
January-
of 2020.
January 24th, specifically through May 29th, I believe,
Yes.
is the breadth of this tour. And during that time, we're going to hit every single one of the 50 states, plus a bonus stop in DC.
That's right. And that's going to be 51 shows. It is going to be different kinds of venues. I'm so excited about the venues that we're going to be at because they are so different. We've got a bunch of theaters and things like that. We're going to be at the Alberta Blair Theater, for instance, which is a pretty cool theater. I just forgot where that one was.
Good. You set them up and you don't knock them down.
I know, right? We're also going to be at the Alaska Center for the Performing Arts. That is the view from the Alaska Center for the Performing Arts, which is going to be a really fun venue in Alaska. The Shower Arts Center, this is the one for our Wisconsin venue, which is going to be a blast. This one I'm particularly excited about. Do you know what this is, Dan?
That is the Great Rock Wall of Dubuque, Iowa.
It is not, though we will be in Iowa. That is anybody know out there what building that is right there? Has anybody been there? I'm curious if you have. Let me know in the comments below.
We are going to be in Minnesota on the 24th at the Pantages Theater.
Of March.
And by the way, if you look down towards the bottom here, you can check out all the information on the tour or sponsorship opportunities for the tour or how you can get tickets to see the tour. In fact, you can book tickets for, I think, all 50 shows now at our website at www.lettersfromhomesingers.com. Or if you'd like to contribute and make a contribution to the tour, every little bit helps and is very much appreciated. Our PayPal information is also at the bottom.
Letters from Home is a 501c3 nonprofit corporation. So we would love your support. We are going to be doing so many things in all 50 states with our veterans, with our active military heroes and their families. And we would just love your support along the way.
Are we playing near Charlotte, North Carolina? We will be near Charlotte because we'll be playing at the High Point Theater. It's actually our final stop on May 28th.
May 25th.
May 25th.
It's our next to final stop.
Oh.
Yeah,
no.
we're ending in Virginia.
That's
actually.
right. I knew that. So on May 25th, if you come over to High Point, it should only be a couple hours from Charlotte. You can check us out there. Here's a question for Aaron.
How are you booking these venues? Well, in December of 2021, I was COVID ridden, and I've always wanted to do a 50 states tour. And I was actually trapped in a small cruise ship cabin all by myself, and just started planning a route and calling venues, and here we are 50 states later. So it just took a lot of calling and information, contacting different venues and different places that I thought would be a really fun way to get our show out there, and there we have it.
A lot of finger grease on the phone screen.
Oh yeah. Lots and lots of finger grease.
Well, thank you, Vetari Pepsi. V.E. Tatari Pepk. I appreciate you, and thanks for being a fan, and we hope to see you along the route of the 50 States Tour.
Yeah, we do. So these are our tour dates. They're kind of hard to see, so I'll go ahead and zoom in on them just slightly. This is the days that we're going to be in each state, and it is going to be a pretty extensive time, but it's going to be exciting.
Extensive.
What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
I wanted to say excruciating, but I didn't mean it in a bad way.
It's going to be a grind, I think, is what you mean.
Grind.
It's going to be fast. 'Cause we're doing 4 months for all 50 states.
Yes, I am so excited about all of these. If you can guess which state Dan and I are most excited about, we will give you
An opportunity to be one of the first to purchase tickets for that venue
exactly.
tonight.
Dan and I both have our state we're looking forward to the most in the comments. So check it out. It's going to be really fun.
Rumor has it that Dan Beckman Photography is capturing the tour. That is correct, and I think we're going to touch on that a little bit later. But I do have a photography business, and I specialize in landscapes, which turns out is a perfect accompaniment to seeing the whole country and all of its landscapes.
Yes. I'm excited about this too because we're going to be looking for a really neat place in all 50 states for Dan to photograph, which is great.
We have people guessing Kansas, Virginia, and Oklahoma. Clearly, they don't know me at all. I'm just kidding. Those are fine states. They're all in my top 50.
I am excited about every state for the record and every venue for its own reason.
Yeah, of course.
But nobody's guessed my favorite yet either. My most excited that I'm going to.
Is it just you two, or do you have a backing band? We will be the cool thing about Letters from Home is it's always been kind of well, you've done shows with live bands, of course, but the core of Letters from Home is based in the USO. And the beauty of the USO is that it was designed, the shows and the entertainers were designed to be able to pop up and perform anywhere at any time by nature. And so Letters from Home is going to keep maintaining that, and we're going to have a self-contained set, sound system, etc., and keep running the show where we could do it anywhere at any time. And because the venues are so different, we wanted to make sure that the show was as simple, or I guess elegant, as possible in the way that we execute it. And so it will just be the two of us, but it is a brand new show, and it's going to be the most theatrical show that we've ever done.
It's a 2-act show also, which is going to be really, really fun. Now, we don't have a backing band, but we do have a really great team that is going to be backing us up. We actually are going to be traveling with a total team of 6. There's the 2 of us, and then we have our assistant stage manager / lighting technician, Tyler Zickman. This is a picture of him right here.
We've got guesses, by the way, for Alaska, which is great. I've already spent 4 months on a cruise ship in Alaska, and Aaron's been there too, but that is definitely what I'm looking forward to going back to because it's my kind of place.
Oh, somebody guessed mine. Somebody guessed the state that I am the most looking forward to.
It's Missouri.
It's not Missouri.
It's where?
It is Hawaii.
Hey, Aaron's never been to Hawaii.
I have never been to Hawaii. That is correct. It's one of the only 2 states I've not been to, and I am so excited. Hi, Marina. Thanks for tuning in.
Marina used to be here in North Carolina. Now she's in Minnesota, whereas I used to be in Minnesota, and now I'm in North Carolina. We're kind of making sure that the world stays balanced.
An eye for an eye kind of thing.
Exactly.
I like it. I dig it. So, yes, Hawaii is the one that I am looking forward to the most, mostly because I haven't been there before. Also, I was looking up incredible things to do in the area. Obviously, Pearl Harbor is going to be amazing. And the day of our show at the Pialpu Theater, we will be performing at Pearl Harbor that morning, which I am so excited about.
On the base itself, which is going to be very, very cool.
But it's not just that I'm excited about. The mountains and the terrain there, I mean, out of this world.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize they filmed the Jurassic Park films there.
I've flown over in a helicopter, the waterfall that is the backdrop for the opening shot of Jurassic Park.
The da-da-da-da. Wow.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Nice.
We have a question. We'll be doing the Ballad of the Green Beret.
Actually, yes. We added that back into our set list. We've tried to make a lot of new songs, but we did keep some of our classics for this show, including the Ballad of the Green Beret. It's going to be in a different place in the show than normal, but yes, we are going to be doing that one. So thanks for asking, Lady Crystal.
Kind of hard to drive to Hawaii. Well, we have an amphibious vehicle sponsorship by the U.S. Navy, so that is a nice addition, and it's going to get us to Hawaii, no problem.
Actually, check it out. This is our 50 states tour route. We will be starting down in Florida, in Punta Gorda, all the way down at the base of Florida. And then we will be heading to the northeast, which will be cold, but lovely. Then we'll be heading west all the way north to Washington. Then that little plane means we're flying from Seattle to Alaska and back. Then we'll be traveling down the west coast, flying to Hawaii and back, and then Midland all the way down across and back to Virginia for our end of the tour.
Which we are very excited for. And again, we hope to see a lot of you along the way. If you are going to see us along the way, or if you have tickets booked, do let us know in the comments, because we'd love to know who we're in for, and hopefully carve a little time to see you after the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm so excited. Nobody's guessed the state that Dan's most excited for yet. So bonus points if you do that.
Yeah, now we'll give you the opportunity to buy 3 tickets.
Exactly.
If you win.
So while we're waiting, I'm going to go ahead and explain some more people that are going to be on board with us. Like I said, we've got Tyler Zickman. He is our lighting technician and our assistant stage manager. I've known this kid for years. I'm so excited he's coming with us. Incredibly smart and wonderful individual, and going to be great.
I am indeed excited for Wyoming. I spent hardly any time there. That's definitely, excuse me, a top 10 contender for things I'm excited to see.
Nice.
You're getting a lot closer with that
Ooh.
guess.
A lot closer with Wyoming. Another one of our team members is Grace Reasoner. Grace is our stage manager and sound technician. She is going to be traveling with us, and she's going to be driving as well. She is an incredible, wonderful person and is a genuinely awesome individual. I think our vibe on tour is going to be pretty great.
It's going to be really cool. The cool thing is we really wanted to find people who were going to be like traveling with 6 friends. Like, we want everyone to be professional, get their job done, of course, but it's really important just that 4 months on the road, if you've ever done a tour or anything on the road, things can get a little bit grindy, and it's good to have good people there so that you have a tight-knit family to hit the road with. And I think we definitely have that. Maine is another one I'm excited to. I've spent a lot of time in Maine, and Maine is probably like my top 1 or 2 states that I would like to have a home in right now. So I'm excited to go there, but that's not quite it.
Oops, somebody will guess it. Somebody will guess it. Ooh.
Who else is going along with us?
We also have a documentarian coming along. His name is Jack, and he is going to be capturing every moment, well, not every single moment, but most of the moments along our 4 months on the road. This is going to be such an exciting endeavor for Letters from Home and everyone that's coming with us, because we are never really knowing where this documentary is going to go.
No, and it's going to be good to have somebody there to capture not only what it's like to be on tour and the root and the meat of the performance of this brand new tour that we're doing, this brand new theatrical version of the show that we've revamped, but also I really hope that we can capture a lot of stories from people that we run across, particularly World War II veterans. I'm hoping we can get some of them at our shows and get them afterwards for interviews and things like that, because I really like to document. A lot of people see Letters from Home from the outside via social media and things, but unless you go to a show, it's very challenging to know what it does for the people who get to see it. And a big part of Letters from Home for us is turning that attention onto the audience. And so I'm hoping that that documentary will kind of bring that to the forefront of people's sphere of knowledge about the show. A bunch of guesses for Colorado. Colorado is my favorite state, I think, in the country. I'm very excited to be back, but that's still not quite it. Carrie, you're getting very close. Y'all are in the right area of the country.
The right region. I just saw that we got a comment from Pat at the Casa Loma Ballroom. Hello, Pat. Nice to see you.
Absolutely not.
But we are excited for New Jersey. We're going to be on Long Beach Island at the Surflight Theater, and it's a beautiful, beautiful space.
And Marina has guessed it. The answer is Utah. I drove through Utah only one time when I drove from Colorado to Nevada, and I was blown away by how beautiful it was. Had no idea. And also, I've spent 4 years with Erin now, and she's been talking about how beautiful Utah is, and how it's her favorite place that she's visited. And I'm really, really, really excited to take pictures of landscapes like that one. And by the way, I saw Marina says she has landscapes that I need to photograph in Wyoming. If you guys have advice on cool places to see, eat, things to do, places that are beautiful and should be photographed, etc., national parks that we should see along the route, do let us know, because we are going to be trying to see as much of this country as we can along the way.
Absolutely. On that note, before we go on with more exciting news, I want to let you guys know that we are going to need all of you. First of all, thank you all for tuning in tonight. We're kind of overwhelmed at how many people are here. So
yeah, this is great.
Thanks. It's been a while since we've been online live, so it's exciting to see you all here. But what I was going to say is we really do need all of your help. So if you know of any venues, like Dan was saying, any places that would be cool to photograph, if you know of any awesome restaurants that we cannot miss, particularly things that would be awesome to feature in our documentary or something like that. We'll be looking for sponsors as well. Hey, Danielle. We'll be looking for some sponsors as well. So if you know of any businesses who might like to get their name out either locally or nationally, we definitely want to hear from you. So that would be amazing.
You were the stars of the show in Homosassa, way better than Aaron Tippin. Aaron, if you're watching this feed, it looks like it's time for you to up your game.
We love you, Aaron Tippin. But thank you so much, Tom. Thanks for tuning in.
Aaron Tippin is a great, he's a country music musician, and what he does every time he does a show is he builds a bike on stage, which I think, and then he gives the bike to kids, which I think is an amazing shtick, and I wish I'd thought of it first.
Yeah, so cool. Okay, so I have to tell you, we have another amazing team member. Not just another amazing team member. She has been instrumental in this tour. There she is. This is Myra Miller. Myra is the owner and creator of Footsteps Researchers. This is actually a picture of us with Myra in France, because she is the one that was responsible for taking us to Normandy, France. She has an amazing company called Footsteps Researchers, and she is going to be managing all of our ground transportation for the tour, which is going to be a lot. Let me tell you something. And there's just so much to talk about Myra that we thought we would bring her on live on this AMA. And oh my gosh, here she is.
Hello, Myra.
Hello. How are you?
I've never been better in my damn life. How are you?
I'm so excited.
Woo! We are so excited too.
I was just on a Zoom call with a guy in Hawaii.
Just some guy?
Yeah, just some guy.
Cool.
wanting research, wanting World War II research. So
Cool.
That's great. Well, everybody say hello to Myra. Carrie already started. This is fantastic.
hello. I saw Pat was on here. Pat called me the other day from Casa Loma, and I haven't connected yet, but I saw I heard the message.
Yay, fantastic. Well, Myra, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell everyone who you are and what you do. And
Well, I thought you did already. However, the greatest thing is I have to tell how I got hooked up with these two crazy people is what was it, Aaron, in 2017? They performed at the 83rd Infantry Division Association reunion, and my father was in the 83rd Infantry Division in World War II, and the performance was life-changing for me and many people who still talk about it. And they were so important that when we did a tour de France for the 83rd, we invited Dan and Aaron along because they all wanted them back. And so that happened. And then you came and visited me. We did some other stuff, and Dan did some photography stuff with my students. And what else have we done together? Oh, and then you guys came to the Netherlands and Belgium with me.
Sure did. Who could forget?
So they're stuck with me.
And happily so.
it's going to be great. Myra's doing so much for the tour, and Myra's company, Footsteps Researchers, is a perfect fit for a parallel to what Letters from Home does, because we do shows and obviously honor veterans during our shows. And Myra actually finds out the information and has people walk their own footsteps or the footsteps of their ancestors that have served, which is so neat.
And we've gotten to see the effect that has on people firsthand. And let me tell you, it is a really unique and special experience.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Myra, what state are you looking forward to the most?
Missouri. No. To be honest with you, I have been to all 50 states.
Oh, well then you're fired.
I have to say Alaska is beautiful. Hawaii is interesting, but I'm interested in the northern states because you don't get up, unless you really go to the northern states, you don't know the beauty that is up there. So I'm excited to go back up there.
True, and you don't know the beauty of the North until you visit it in January, February, and March, which is
Yes,
what we're doing.
I've been looking for a winter coat.
Yeah, you might want to invest in a couple.
Yeah.
Just a couple questions coming in. Is it true that if I've seen 3 shows of yours and the 4th one is free? The answer, of course, is no.
But on that note, I will say we are doing our best to look for sponsorships and donors. If anyone wants to see the show and they cannot afford it, I know this is a very big statement to make, but we don't want anyone to be turned away because of a ticket price.
No.
So 100% contact us. Different venues have different pricing because They were all booked in different ways, obviously, and some of them we have more control over than others. But to be honest, we would just absolutely love to have you guys come to the show no matter what. So if the budget is a concern, and the good news is we have kept ticket prices low in most states. I would say the general ticket price of our shows is $20 across the board. Some are a little bit more, especially some that are going towards veterans causes. Some are a little bit less, depending on how our arrangement was with the theater. We are trying very hard to break even on this tour. So that is the goal, which is going to be really exciting.
Just a quick, we have a question. Can you link your show dates and locations? On the bottom of the screen, you'll see a ticker tape scrolling by with our website on it, which is www.lettersfromhomesingers.com. If you go to that website, you'll be able to find our locations, and the tour dates are actually organized by state rather than date, which should be more convenient for all of you to find when we're going to be in your neck of the woods.
That's right.
When are you coming back to see us in Welcome, North Carolina?
Well, we love Welcome, and I'm glad you mentioned that because we actually have something really exciting coming up on January 24th, Tuesday, January 24th in Welcome, North Carolina. Richard Childress Racing is going to be the actual place for our kickoff press event. This is a free event. We would love for everybody to come. We would love for, if you are just a community member, if you're a fan. I don't know why I said just.
What is the world but a bunch of community members?
So true. It's going to be really fun. We're going to do a sneak peek of our show. There's going to be photo opportunities. The press will be there. There's going to be a 50-50 raffle. There will be refreshments. You'll get to meet all of the members of tour. Obviously, us and Myra will be there along with our other 3 team members, and we're going to be honoring some veterans at this event. We really, really hope you'll come. So to answer your question, Tuesday, January 24th is when we'll be in Welcome. And we'll be excited to see you there, Carrie. Thanks for saying that. Woohoo! Myra, tell everybody a little bit about our sponsorship program.
Well, we have some exciting things to do as far as if you would like to sponsor. We have our car needs sponsored. We have the venues in the lobby. We're going to have at each location, we'll have merchandise and reenactors and things like that. And if you would like to join us regionally as a sponsor, that would be very helpful. I think you're going to really like the names of these sponsorships. The MRE sponsor. Everybody knows what an MRE is. That's just easy to help us out. But the Uncle Sam sponsor. That way you can be on our website and our digital programs. The boot camp sponsor. A company logo on the website. Andrew's sister sponsor. That's one of my favorites. Being on the digital programs at the local shows. Rosie the Riveter. We need May to sponsor that one, don't we? May was with us in the Netherlands, and she was a true Rosie the Riveter. The Bob Hope sponsor. That's where you can get a booth or be on our the state blog feature. We're going to be doing photography. We're going to be doing the video, all kinds of things. Stars and Stripes, the company logo, the event stops, title sponsor, and then the Uniting the Nation presenting sponsor. We do have several in the works, but we would love to have anybody on the way. Can I tell them about the book that the photography book?
Sure.
Dan, you know about it, right?
I have.
Aaron did tell you. I teach photography and graphic design at a school in St. Louis, and while I'm on the tour, the school has allowed me to teach a class. And the students in the class, we're going to have Dan send the photos into my class, and they're going to create the tour book.
Very, very cool.
Very, very cool. So.
And on the same note, what's going to happen along the way if you're looking to keep up with the tour? Obviously, check out the show if you can. But we're going to be documenting all of our adventures through photography. And I will be having a blog on my, we'll have it probably on the Letters from Home website and my website at danbeckmanphotography.com. And we're going to try and check out as many cool spots as we can to capture as many of the memories and the sights of this 50 states tour, which is truly going going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see this much of the country in such a short period of time. And this is our way of trying to get you involved and taking you along on the journey. So hopefully some of these photos will whet your palate for things to come.
What I love about dance photography is I swear I've not ever seen anyone be able to capture a feeling as well as Dan can. There's a lot of great photographers out there, and I know I'm a little biased, but there is just this knack that he has for capturing not just the beauty, but the actual feeling of what's going on. Don't you think, Myra?
Oh, yes. He's in my classroom every day.
Even though I'm not allowed in your schools anymore.
That's right.
Now, I have to tell you, it's really important to follow us on social media because we're going to be doing posts pretty much every day. We're going to have a video blog. We're going to do live shows. We're going to have different photography like he was just talking about. So definitely follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. Those are the major ones that we're going to be on. We are really just trying to rev that up. So if you know of anybody in any of these places that we're going to be stopping, please let them know about the show. Even if they've never seen us before, we're trying to get outreach as much as possible to new people, which is going to be really, really exciting.
Yeah, we're trying to get this show into the homes of new people as much as possible because we love what it seems to do for people's spirits at the end. And again, all we really want to do at the end of the day is uplift you, give you a night of entertainment that makes you feel a little bit better about being a person here on Earth. So if that sounds good to you, then, can't go wrong.
Absolutely. Katie, that's amazing.
I will absolutely 100% do that if you send MREs. Katie is in the Army, and she is a complete, can I say badass on stream?
Well, you just did.
She's a badass. And I met her doing theater back in Cincinnati, Ohio, and she is really an incredible person. If you send a box of MREs to us, we will eat them on stream. In fact, I'll eat them all in one night. You know what?
Maybe not all of them. They're very calorie dense.
And then I'll go to the gym for 18 hours straight.
That would be so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Katie, that's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
And honestly, out there, let me tell you something. We are people who love to do things. So if you have any suggestions or any things like MREs, send them along. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and any language suggestions.
And we will be doing live streams pretty much weekly on tour as well. And more information will come for that. We're rebranding our umbrella business, and it was Riley, and it is going to have a new name, and we're going to be streaming under that name for this whole tour. So if you want to keep up with us that way, please check in every week then. But stand by for more information on that.
We're so excited about the streaming. It's going to be.
Did you tell them about the World War II Museum in New Orleans?
No,
Not yet.
Our venue in New Orleans for the theater, for the show, is and I say the New Orleans World War II Museum, which was the answer to the question that Aaron was asking earlier, and it's going to be super exciting.
Yes, we are going to be performing at the Stage Door Canteen Theater there. It is going to be outrageous. They are already getting a lot of World War II veterans noticed so that they can be at their museum, and I genuinely couldn't be more excited. I got the opportunity to go to this museum last December when we were cruising there with the American Duchess. Dan has not been yet.
I've been to New Orleans plenty, but never to the museum.
It is, wow, it's amazing.
Also, I did a show. We did a show called Fields of Ambrosia this year, and it was a very Southern Americana style show, and there was a song in there called New Orleans. And now I used to say New Orleans like a normal person, but now I say New Orleans because that's how I said it in the show, and I don't know if I like it.
I wonder how many things we're going to pick up on tour, like accents or local ideas.
Actually, I feel like after we're done with this tour, we'll be the most broadly localized dialect in the United States, and perfect for any radio program anywhere, and it's certainly available for hire. My grandfather's here, Bill Morris. Hi, Grandpa Bill.
Hi, Grandpa
He says,
Bill.
how do I get into the photography class, Myra?
Oh, well, you have to be 16 years old.
Grandpa Bill, are you 16 years old? I'll give you private lessons. It'll be great. When we come to Hayes, which is, by the way, Hayes is our Kansas stop. Not only because, but largely because that's where my grandparents live, and I can't wait to be there. And
Where did they live?
In Hayes, Kansas.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
And they've been hustling down there because I see Joanne's posts, and they are very widely followed, way more than anything I post. So cheers to you.
Yeah, that's exciting, you guys. We have a lot of beautiful venues. I'm glad you said that, Stephen. It's not just the World War II Museum, but we are going to be in theaters big and small all across the country. I think that one of my favorite venues that I'm also looking forward to is the Acorn Theater, which is in Michigan. It's a tiny venue. It only holds a few hundred people, but it has so much heart and soul. You can even tell by this picture of this performance right here. It's just got a lot of heart. And I think that one of the things that I hope to capture with this documentary is the heart along the way, which is going to be really fun. We're getting a road trip to the World War II Museum. That is my sister-in-law, and that sounds great.
Ethan needs to talk to me.
What's that?
Ethan needs to talk to me. He's obsessed with World War II.
Actually, that'd be a great connection, and he would love that.
And he's homeschooled, so he's available during the day to do cool World War II projects.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You guys, if you're just tuning in, we are Letters from Home. This is Myra Miller with Footsteps Researchers, who is a part of the Letters from Home 50 States Tour team. We are so excited about our tour coming up, and we want you to be involved. If you have not gotten your tickets already, I dare you all to go on and get your tickets. Don't close the stream. Just put it off to the side so you can still hear more amazing updates.
Open a new tab if you're on a browser with Control or Command T. There's a hot tip for you, and more to come, so stay tuned.
Yes, absolutely.
All the information on our website, and if you'd like to make a donation to the tour, how you can do that is on the ticker tape down below. Every little bit helps, and hey, we'd love to see you on the road, so do see if we're in your area, and if so, come on by, grab a ticket, and let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun. It's going to be the best. So another few things that I'm excited about are a couple more of our sponsors. We have a national partnership with a company called the Quilts of Valor. Has anyone out there heard about the Quilts of Valor? Let us know in the comments. So the Quilts of Valor actually takes handmade quilts, and they have this mission of wrapping every veteran with love. And it is one of the sweetest things I've ever seen. They have representatives in all 50 states, and at each of our tour dates, we are going to have a representative in the lobby who is going to be wrapping a veteran and giving a homemade quilt. And when I tell you a homemade quilt, wow, I mean, these things are like, they're unreal. They're just so beautiful, and they were just made with so much love. So check out the Quilts of Valor. We're so excited to have them along the ride with us.
Also, I'm going to be starting a business called Mic Drop Salutes. And so while Quilts of Valor are going to be wrapping veterans, Mic Drop Salutes is going to be featuring wrapping veterans.
Oh, like.
Yeah. Not my best work, but you know what? We're happy.
We are happy. Oh my goodness. Myra, what are you looking forward to the most on tour, as far as being on the road, as far as living in a car, as far as all of that stuff?
Okay, I do have a great answer about this. The enthusiasm and the positivity of Aaron and Dan is contagious. And I can't wait to be in that presence and that aura for 4 months of total fun, great human beings, and having a good time seeing the landscape and seeing Dan's photography. That's what I'm looking forward to.
That's really sweet. And
Wow.
let's hope that the positive energy is the only thing that's infectious, because we're going to be in close quarters for 6 months.
So true.
Well, you know, it's uniting the nation, and it is our whole purpose. And how do you do that? I mean, you can't be negative. We want to bring people in, be kind to each other, and let's have a good time, and let's laugh and have some fun and enjoy some singing. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Totally agree with you.
And we're looking forward to spending time with you on the road, Myra. It is going to be great. All the time we spent with you has been great. And Myra and I are pretty much in touch on a daily basis about this tour. So it's going to be really fun to see it all come to fruition in just 2 months, ladies and gentlemen. 2 months. It's going to be great.
Terrifying.
Slightly terrifying, but not with all of your help. Myra, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm so grateful that you took some time out to join us. I know how busy you are, and And Myra's also preparing to be on the road with us for 4 months. So she's getting all of her lives together. Make sure you
All
sponsor.
9 of them.
Yes. See.
Make sure you support Footsteps researchers and Footsteps battlefield tours. They're incredible. Check them out on Facebook, on Instagram, and on their website. And you'll, of course, see lots and lots of them along the tour as well. So we'll see you later, Myra. We love you.
Yeah.
I love Myra.
I do too.
She's the best.
Big fan.
So out there, we have a lot of great questions coming in. We have a lot of hellos coming in.
If you're just stopping in, give us a shout. Let us know you're here because we can't see that information unless you engage with us. And engagement leads to marriage.
It does. By the way, we are getting married.
In October.
That's right, October 7th of next year.
Yeah, after the tour.
Yeah, it's not part of the tour.
No.
Though that would be fun. So that's going to be exciting. Guys, ask us anything you'd like about tour. Ask us about our personal lives. Ask us about anything you think that we should be doing. We're taking notes today as well. We definitely, we have a few more minutes. We got about 20 more minutes that we're going to be left on this live stream. And we want to make sure that anything that you want to know, we let you know. And also, we would love for you to go ahead and get your tickets today on this link down here. There's 50 different links for 50 different venues.
Now, are babies allowed at the shows? Of course. Babies, though, are required to take the stage and do a tap dance with us. That's sort of the way that it goes. But they do get in for free.
That's right.
Right?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
As long as they fit on your lap.
Yeah.
If it's like a giant baby, like if it's like your baby who's 30 years old, then they'll probably need a ticket.
I'm a 30-year-old baby.
But we would definitely love to have babies at the show.
Aaron, do you have any spicy new content that you can use to tease the show that they can get tickets to at the link below?
Oh, I do. I've got 3 different looks. This is exciting, y'all. We've got, obviously, our World War II look, which is a phenomenal USO-style kind of look. These uniforms were based off of the WASP, the Women's Air Service Patrol. Well, mine was, not Dan's.
Not mine.
But this is actually a uniform we've been wearing for quite some time. We have a new uniform coming for tour, which is
We
going to
sure
be exciting.
do, in a whole new color. If that's not a reason to buy a ticket, I don't know what is.
We also have this new look. This is our, we call it our Act 2 look.
Yeah.
This is really fun, based off of the hippies back during the kind of Vietnam War era. We've got a lot of really cool new songs. Well, they're not new, are they, Dan?
Well, they're old, but they're new to us.
They are. We've got some new stuff coming at you for that. And then we've also got a fun new little country section of our show, which you're going to love.
It's not super country, though, so don't let that scare you off.
Yeah.
Or if you like that, it is.
Exactly. So exciting. I am so excited about all of these. By the way, this photography was taken by Dan Beckman Photography. I am so impressed.
We had a beast of a day yesterday. We had, well, I don't even know how many outfits laid out and how many hours we spent photographing in front of the camera. But it was fun and it was worth it. And we've got a whole bunch of new stuff coming your way. So tune into social media, which, by the way, isn't listed here. But if you search Letters from Home on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, etc., you'll find us. And if you can't, add singers to the end.
Yes, because if you type in Letters from Home, you will most likely pull up the John Michael Montgomery song, Letters from Home.
What does A to the bar mean?
Ooh.
Well,
8 to the bar.
A to the bar is all these are lyrics from songs inspired by these outfits. This one is from Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy.
He plays at 8 to the bar, which is a
Yeah.
musical term. Or it's also from 8 to the bar is another, I forgot the song, but 8 to the bar is in a few songs from the 1940s, which I love.
I'd never heard it except for this.
By the way, that's Grace Reasoner, our stage manager slash sound extraordinaire. We are so excited Grace is coming with us on tour. It is going to be a pretty big blast.
Yeah.
A pretty big blast, if I do say so myself.
And you do.
So if you have missed out, we want to make sure that you have the opportunity to do a few things tonight. The first thing is to come to our kickoff party at Richard Childress Racing on Tuesday, January 24th from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. It is a free event, so go ahead and put it on your calendars right now. If you're on our mailing list, we'll be sending you some more information, but make sure you pop that on your calendars because it's going to be an amazing event for a couple of hours on a Tuesday morning. You're going to get to meet the press. You're going to get to hang with us, take some pictures. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Sure is. We have a question. Do you have a favorite song or moment in the show yet? Anything you're looking forward to performing the most in front of an audience? Hard to say. I'm kind of really looking forward to Act 2 because Act 2 is kind of a departure from how we've structured the show in the past. I don't want to give too much away, obviously, but Act 1 I would say is close to the format that we use now, which is very vaudeville and very fourth wall. There's no fourth wall between us and the audience. Act 2 is going to attempt to feel a lot more kind of loosely narrative and tell sort of an abstract, more theatrical story. So hopefully that will read. If not, no refunds.
Another thing that I'm personally looking forward to is we really wanted to do some things that were a little bit newer. And so one of our favorite bands is a band called Ripe. And we've been in touch with their manager and they gave us permission to do one of their songs, which is probably a song that many of you haven't even heard. And we're going to be choreographing that this week.
It's very cool. They're like I would definitely recommend checking them out. Ripe, R-I-P-E. They're sort of like Maroon 5 and Earth, Wind & Fire had a baby with Daft Punk. That's kind of how I feel about them.
It's so good, and their music is just phenomenal, and it's uplifting, and it's kind of everything that we love. So we're going to be choreographing that this week. We're going to be choreographing quite a bit this week, actually.
You are going to be choreographing.
You're going to be learning.
I'm going to be mixing CD stuff and making graphics and learning.
That's right. Well, and I'll be learning too. Dan's kind of our music director on tour, and I'm our choreographer on tour. So we collaborate for our songs, and it's a really fun process, actually. Yep. It's going to be great.
It's going to be awesome.
The next couple of weeks I'm looking forward to because for this tour, I've mostly been doing non-creative things. I've been booking venues and looking at tour routes and trying to find sponsorships. And for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be really diving into the fun part, which is learning new dances and songs and harmonies and getting new costumes. So that's the thing that I'm really looking forward to in the next couple of weeks.
Me too. I am actually looking forward to. We're going to have a brand new CD out based on the 50 States tour music that we're implementing and the tour itself. And I am very to be able to travel with Jan.
Speaking of traveling, I want to give a shout out to our travel sponsor, Travel with Jan. Jan is my mother. She would be here tonight, but she's actually in Iceland.
Traveling
she is
with
traveling
Jan.
with herself. We are going to be using her for a lot of our flights, all of our flights actually, from Hawaii to Alaska, and then also getting our team in to North Carolina and things like that. She does a lot of different kinds of ground travel. She's helping us with some hotel connections, and so I'm really happy to have Mom supporting our tour.
Moms make the world go round. Mine was here earlier.
Wow.
Hey, my best buddy Tom is here.
Hey.
My brand new father. Everyone say congrats, Tom, on the baby that you made.
Congrats, Tom.
You made half of. And his wife was here earlier asking about if babies were allowed in the show. So together, the whole family's there.
That means that if you come to our show in Minnesota at the Pantages Theater, you might be meeting a baby.
Yeah, which might not be a draw for some of you. But you don't have to meet the baby.
I bet you'll want to meet the baby.
You'll want to meet the baby.
That's so exciting. Yeah,
It's very weird. All my friends who I grew up just screwing around with as kids, irresponsible, dumb boys, we're all now having babies. They're all fathers, and I don't know what to do with myself.
Well, we're not having a baby. I can tell you that much. We don't have time.
Okay. Yeah, come on by at the Pantages on March 24th.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. And a lot of new songs, a lot of new dances. If you've seen the show before, we actually are definitely keeping some of the old nostalgic songs, but we're trying to upgrade pretty much everything in the show. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Brand new experience. No matter how many times you've seen this before, it'll be worth it.
It will. It's going to be a good time. Speaking of a good time, if you have not gotten your tickets already, go ahead and do so. I will say, I think following us online during this tour is going to be almost as exciting as seeing us live, because you're going to get to come to all of these states with us every single day.
Yep. There'll be at least one quality quality photographs from every place, and hopefully if you give us some recommendations, we'll go and we'll photograph one of your places and check it out and send videos back and reactions and things like that. So again, if you have any information about a state near you or a state you love, or maybe it's even your hometown, a great restaurant, a good national park, something like that, let us know, because we're dying to see this country.
Absolutely. We want to know anything that you guys can recommend. If you go on our website, my email address is also on there. And if you send us a suggestion, we'll most likely make it happen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carrie.
Thank you, Carrie. And thank you, Erin.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
If you have any more questions, we've got just about 10 minutes left on our AMA today. If you'd like to ask us anything personally or professionally, that is what we're here for. We just want to make sure that you guys are up to date and raring to go for our 50 states tour, January through May. It is going to be a blast. It's going to be so much fun. And look at the heart that Dan is creating.
Oh, it
with
looks
his
bad.
hands.
It looks really bad. Like this is a better get it out of there heart.
Here.
Yeah, that's better.
That's a better heart.
This is what the theater kids are doing now. You put your hand during curtain call. You put your hand to the booth, and then you make a little
heart.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at the finger heart
I don't think
either.
I am either. But the sentiment is there.
It is. One of the things I wanted to touch on too is our mission of uniting the nation. I think is really important right now, because there is a lot of things out there that are very political, and I just want to be clear that we believe that politics and patriotism are not the same thing at all. And there won't be any politics at our show, but there will be a lot of patriotism, and I mean that in the sense that patriotism is not about who's running for office. It's not about the commercials that are on the television. It's not about the media. It is just about good old-fashioned fun.
It's about the people that live in your country, your friends and your neighbors, and the people that you build a life with. Like, that's really what a country is. Otherwise, it's just arbitrary borders scraped into earth. I mean, really, like,
So
it's
true.
about a community.
And I love the fact that we can all have different opinions. We can all vote for different people. We can all wear our hair in a different way. We can all wear different sized shirts and skirts, and we can all live under one umbrella freely.
Erin and I do wear the same size skirt, though, so that's not exactly a great example.
Bruce Rutherford, who's here tonight, loves to see Dan in dresses, don't you, Bruce?
Sasquatch is what happens when I put on a dress.
It's a good, true statement.
Here's a question. I'm hungry. We normally live in the country. We're coming from the belly of Winston-Salem today because we needed the internet. So thanks, hostesses of the home here. We're also going to order some food in. So what should we eat tonight?
Yeah, let us know. If you have any suggestions for us along tour, make sure you send those to us. Make sure you get your tickets. And if you're just joining us, I'd also like to remind you that we are looking for some sponsors for our tour. We have some awesome sponsorship opportunities. We have just program ads for locals. We have national program ads, and then we have all of these different sponsorships. So if you know of any organization that would like to support what we're doing, or if you'd like to support it yourself, we would definitely welcome that. And it's a extremely huge operation. I've learned so much, I will say.
Yes.
I've learned an incredible amount about booking and people and timing, and it's been a pretty great experience, honestly, putting it all together.
And I have to say, Erin is a powerhouse. I have not seen, she's always been a workhorse, but I've not seen her work nearly as fast or as hard on anything as she has on getting this tour ready to go. And I'm sure it's only going to get worse in the next couple of months. I mean, better. I mean,
What?
more. It's going to continue. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. But I do want to applaud you, because I think that what you're putting together here is absolutely incredible. And of course, Myra is a part of that, and so are many others, but you're at the center of that, and I'm kind of blown away. And I have learned through you never to try and do this, ever.
No, that's not true. It's going to be epic. Let me tell you, the only way it's going to be epic, though, is if all of you come to see our show. So, hey, thanks, Miss Joanne. Please make sure that you do get your tickets. Please make sure that you tell your friends. If you know of any veterans organizations and you can help me get some personal contacts out to them, I'll say that the hardest thing for me has been outreach to the venues and to the locations where we haven't been before. Like, I don't know many people in Hawaii. So if you know of anybody in Hawaii, please let me know, and I'll contact them personally, get them flyers or posters or information, either digitally or physically. I just really, truly want everyone to come and see this show, and to not only see the show, but to be in a room together and feel
Good.
good. Let's all feel good. I challenge all of you. And as we end our live stream tonight, I challenge all of you to feel good.
Yeah. Click and subscribe, and we'll do a feel good challenge when this link hits 50 million views. We'll do it. Hey, look, it's Blaine Greenfield. Loving the show as always, and do let me know, Aaron, about doing a Blaine's World podcast. Blaine lives in Asheville, and he runs a radio program there that's great called Blaine's World. We've been guests on there 3 or 4 times now, and I think our 5th is coming up. And we will definitely come back to Asheville anytime, Blaine. It's one of the best places in North Carolina. I love it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Asheville is amazing. And thank you, Blaine, so much for offering to have us on your show.
Oh yeah, my mom is scalping tickets, so go ahead and call her if you're in Minnesota, because she bought a whole block of tickets, and she'll be putting Ticketmaster out of business with her lack of fees and reasonable wages.
That's fantastic. I'm so excited. Actually, the Pantages is a huge theater, so if you are in Minnesota and you can help us get the word out, definitely help, because it's going to be a monster.
And that's my hometown, so I'm hoping I see a lot of friends out there. It's been a while since I've gotten to get a bunch of people together in that place. I love Minnesota, and somehow we always end up going back there. I mean, we'll be back there again in January. Every single year we're there in January, and I guess next year we'll be there in February. That's when we tend to visit the frozen north, is when it's truly unbearable.
The frozen unbearable north. Well, we are about to wrap things up.
Well, that's not a pretty presentation. That's better.
There we are. We're about to wrap things up, and we just really want we really want everyone to be as excited as we are.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks for asking us so many great questions. Thanks for your support. Thanks for buying tickets. Thanks for potentially sponsoring the show.
Thanks for being you. That's a big one. We appreciate you. You all are in our lives in one capacity or another, and we really appreciate what you do, and we love you. You're good people.
Yes, absolutely. And let everybody know that you can about this. If you want to rewatch this Ask Me Anything, if you forgot one of the questions you asked, well, you could. And
the cool thing is you can ask us anything every other time too, and we'll probably respond. So really, this was all unnecessary.
Thanks, guys, for being here today. We're super stoked. I actually can't believe how quickly this hour's flown by.
I know.
I feel like we just got on here. But that's because you guys have just been streaming in. Thank you so much. Jerry, thank you for your support. Jerry's an amazing veteran. He's always, always helping us. He's on our board at Letters from Home, and we appreciate you, Jer.
Yep. Jerry's going to be on several of the shows. He's going to be following us along in his RV.
Woo!
And hopefully surviving and driving a big old RV through the snow.
I bet it can be done.
Oh, it can be.
I bet it can be done.
All right, y'all. We love you. Appreciate you being here. Thanks a lot. We're going to see you soon. Some of you sooner than others, but hopefully all of you we will see along the route of our 50 States tour.
Woo!
Let us know who you are, when you're going to be there, and anything else you'd like to know, or something we could do to make your show experience just a little bit better.
That's right. My name is Aaron Dirth.
My name is Dan Beckman.
And we are Letters from Home. Please join us along the way, and we'll be seeing you online and in person in a city near you.
And in all the old familiar places.
Ah.